The Cairngorms is a really interesting place. The weather and the conditions changes super fast, and your workspace is never the same day in, day out. They certainly aren't the biggest mountains in the world, but they are some of the punchiest. The slab underneath Hellside.
I was thinking it would be like half pipe.
You can have every season in a day, and that can be quite regular. The wild weather definitely adds a lot of challenge to our jobs, to our sports, whether we're out instructing or out on our own, and it definitely does add excitement.
Glenmore Lodge was founded in 1948, and it's where folk can come to train to gain qualifications, as well as get skills development and sort of up their independence in the mountains. Part of the appeal of working here, I think, as well, is the drama of the weather and how that allows you to overcome it and to still enjoy yourself when it's a bit wild out there. The highest wind speeds in the UK are often recorded on the summit of Cairngorm. It's something like 170-something miles an hour wind, which is pretty wild.
The conditions mean that in Scotland, I feel we probably have to hunt out the better snow on more occasions. We're hunting out the patches and we're walking in trainers to the snow line. Climate change is definitely an uncertainty for me with my work, with my own personal skiing. And I don't think that's solely for Scotland, I think it's across the world. And where will we be able to holiday? Where will we be able to take trips? But Scotland itself, yeah, it's a real uncertainty. And the wild weather seems to be getting wilder, more extreme, but we're still getting the snow and we're still getting some fantastic ski days. It's really important that we're looking at how we can do our bit to help the environmental impact. And that comes from what we wear as well as how we operate in the environment. Clothing being long-lasting and robust, I think comes to me as being really important on many levels to deal with our conditions, deal with the terrain. Everything comes into play in the Scottish mountains. It has to work, so it's not at the forefront of my mind, but also on that environmental front as well. We want it to last as long as possible.
Oh, my legs are burning. With climate change, is a little cloud hanging over the Scottish winter in particular. It does add difficulty to the job, especially when it's super challenging. You know, if you've got high winds and a high snow line, that can become really hard work. But at the same time, it makes it interesting. Every day is a problem to be solved, and that can be an incredibly satisfying experience. But yeah, there's always an element of uncertainty when it comes to the Scottish mountains.